Alright, so it's been a long time and I need a haircut, I know. So today I just want to make a quick update, talk about a couple of things. My first night staying over at an internet cafe. Interesting story. A little bit about English teaching and English learning in Japan, and also give a little shout out to Jason, or my Argnuts, and also talk about some upcoming videos. So surprisingly I've been in Japan how long? About 10 months, and I also did a 5-month study abroad here, and I hadn't stayed over in an internet cafe, which is kind of surprising, and I finally got to do it against my choice the other weekend. It was my friend's birthday, so we all went out, we were hanging out, and I had driven there, and I'd parked in a Tokiwa parking, and I guess I didn't quite pay attention as much as I should have to the parking signs. There were two sections. There's an outside section, which was open till about 1, and there was the inside in the building section open till 12. And I parked there because the first 2 hours were free, and after that you pay. But I didn't really pay attention to the differences in the signs. So we're having fun. We're hanging out at really bizarre kind of like bar entertainment place. It's like a throwback to the 40s, 50s. It's like the guys in the big, kind of like the big puff of hair, and then it's slicked back. I think, like you can see them in Tokyo, like dancing, like, you know, that little like jive. The girls had like big, like one of the main singing girls had like a red dress with white polka dots, and it fluffed out, like way out from the waist, and it had this big like red bow in her hair. And they sang stuff like, let's see, the hits. They sang Elvis songs and all that stuff. Kind of reminded me of Grease, you know, the movie, but maybe a little before that time. But I could just see like a bunch of GIs from World War II hanging out there. You know, so yeah, that was like is a blast from the past. Dancing, singing, you know, all you can eat. So that was fun. So anyways, it ends about May 12:30ish. No, maybe closer to 1. I'm going back to my car. And it's really dark, and I'm like, okay, I don't know if it's still open, the parking thing, because, I mean, the building's closed, so I'm like, well, if I go up the ramp, you know, it circles around, maybe I can get up there, so I run up there, and I'm greeted with, like, a big, sort of like, a sliding door. They pull down the metal or whatever gate, so I can't get to my car. Crap, you know, like, I gotta go somewhere on the next day. 8 in the morning, the parking place isn't open till 7, and what do I do? So I'm walking around, I see internet cafe. I'm like, alright, you know, I mean, it's the cheapest option. There were some business hotels, but that was about, you know, 50 bucks. So I go to internet cafe, my first time there, you gotta sign up. Surprisingly, I didn't have to pay a registration fee, but so I go in there, sign up, you get to choose your rooms, and they have rooms, you know, like with TVs only, computers, like sofas, whatever. So I get the fuka room, which basically it's kind of raised off the ground, but it's kind of like just like, you know, like a normal floor, but it's padded. It's kind of this like padded, you know, fake black leather floor. So you know, I check some email, and I just kind of lay out on the floor, and it's like they're kind of like cubicles that are kind of, I mean, you have like a little sliding door, but like doesn't lock, and basically if you're walking down the aisle, if you stand up, especially if you're about average height for average non-Japanese person height, like you can, you know, peek into the cubicle. So, you know, it's kind of weird, you know. I was like walking around, you could hear people typing. They definitely did have a naughty section of videos there, so you know, I don't know what's going on, but luckily I got to sleep maybe from 2, and I woke up at 6:30. They have everything there though, man. You can take showers, there's unlimited whatever drink bar, they have manga, you know, videos, anything you want basically. So I mean, it was pretty comfortable. I slept, nothing got stolen, you know. There were a bunch of other guys sleeping there, even some girls, so I guess it's kind of like the cheap way to do it. And I think it was about, you you know, 15 bucks US, or 1600 N here. So I mean, it was cheap, it's good, you know. I got out a little early, went to the convenience, got some breakfast, got in my car, raced home, took a shower, you know, and got ready to go. So that was interesting. Other thing I want to talk about, teaching. A lot of people complain about maybe how foreign languages are taught in Japan. And I guess, yeah, I mean, it's true. I feel like most of the people that come out of high school don't have that great of at least speaking ability. But I mean, I've met pretty many older people who the only instruction they've had has been in junior high school and high school, and maybe they've gone abroad, you know, a couple times, and they're pretty damn good for not having studied, you know, for 30 years and maybe going abroad like once every 2 years to like England or America or whatnot. So somehow there's these people who can speak, you know, a foreign language. So somehow it happened. I don't know how it happened. But just for people who always complain, I mean, there are some people who have gone through the system and come out, you know, pretty good, pretty okay, you know. Next thing, my Argonauts, he has to kind of sort of take down his videos that he made during working hours or the ones showing students. I just want to say I feel for you. I know it's a tough thing to do, especially, I mean, making videos, actually taking them, getting them right, and then editing them. It takes a long time, especially for someone with the amount of videos you put out. I mean, it's a big chunk of your life. It's too bad that you have to take them down from the public realm. Hopefully you don't have to delete them from YouTube. You just put them on private, and then maybe once you leave Japan, you can put it back up there. I just want to let you know that it's an unfortunate situation. And the last thing, I went on a little vacation. I went to China. It's my first country besides Japan that I've been to in Asia. And it was a great trip. I was over there for quite a while too, so I got a lot of footage. I got some good footage that I can just put straight up onto YouTube. And I got some, you know, like random footage, like taking of the countryside when I was on the train and stuff. And I'm trying to edit that into like a cool, interesting way, you know, so I don't waste all the footage that I took that isn't good to go by itself. So expect some of those videos up sometime soon. And I think that's about it.